B-March boxing, man. This is why I love boxing, man. Oh my gosh, this sport is so unpredictable. Sometimes very predictable. But this, I swear to God, I ain't see this shit coming, y'all. I ain't see this coming. It's either I overrated Devin Haney as a fighter and I underestimated Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, it's crazy. A guy who ducked Devin Haney twice a couple years ago. 2 years later, now here they are, maybe 3 years later. Here they are at 140 pounds. Obviously, Ryan Garcia didn't make weight. He came into this joint about 143. But obviously, man, this man seen something tonight and he handled his business. Now, these guys have had a strong, they fought each other about like 6 times in the amateurs. So they had a lot of familiarity amongst each other, you know what I mean? But Jesus Christ, man, I can't believe what I just seen tonight, y'all. This was the upset of the year. No question about it. 2024 upset of the year, and really and truly, I don't know if there could be any other bigger upset than this before this year ends. You know what I mean? Unless that dude, whomever Bud Crawford is supposed to be fighting for that WBA vacant strap at 154 pounds, unless he puts the beat down and beats the brakes off of Bud Crawford. That's the only way this could be topped. You know what I mean? Not even Frank Martin beating Tank Davis would be a bigger upset than this, y'all. Wow, 3 knockdowns. You know what I mean? The man Devin Haney, man, got caught 3 times, got dropped, got hurt numerous times by the same damn punch, man. His pops, man, I don't know. He got to get back with Floyd Senior or something. He got to tighten up his defense. How you get dropped by the signature punch? You said the man only has a left hook. Imagine going into this fight. The man Devin Haney was talking about. Ryan only has a left hook. That's it. That's it. Tank Davis was saying the same thing. And guess what? Devin Haney gets cracked numerous times, gets hurt, gets dropped. Got hurt in the first round, you know what I mean? Got caught with a left hook on the chin, you know what I mean? That almost dropped him, gave the man the spaghetti legs. He did a funny dance like, do the stinky leg, do the stinky leg. But he let the man Ryan Garcia, he let the man Devin Haney breathe, you know what I mean? Because I thought he could have got him up out of there in that first round, you know what I mean? Um, Yo, this was a crazy fight. In the second round, you know what I'm saying? It was a pretty even round, but the third round, um, there was a lot of clinching, you know what I'm saying? And Ryan Garcia was doing a lot of clinching, not much going on, but he did catch him with a beautiful uppercut, caught Devin Haney with a nice uppercut in the third round, you know what I mean? Which I gave him that round. In the fourth round, the man Ryan Garcia, you know, you know, look, he ain't looked perfect in this fight all throughout the duration of this fight, you know what I'm saying? But the 3 knockdowns was definitely no question about it. The difference in this fight, you know what I mean? Aesthetically watching with your eyes, you could see that the man Devin Haney was also befuddled and bewildered by all these left hooks. This man couldn't get out the way of them left hooks, man. He was like he was walking into him, you know what I mean? Trying to use that jab. The man Ryan Garcia was on his power punching all night, power punching, and he went to the body. You know what I'm saying? You know, and there was also one of them rounds. Ryan Garcia got a point deducted for hitting the man Devin Haney after the bell, or you know what I mean, or after the break. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? But in this, I think round 7, the man Ryan Garcia started to put his punches together. You know what I mean? You know, he had the quicker hand speed. You see all that stuff he does on YouTube showing the hand speed. This is where I finally seen it for the first time in my life watching a Ryan Garcia fight where that hand speed was effective, you know what I mean? And he was throwing punches in bunches, and the man Devin Haney was getting caught. He was just smiling and shit. And you know when a fighter is smiling and stuff, that means basically, these punches are taking a toll. But in the eighth round, yeah, the eighth round, that's when the man Ryan Garcia drops Devin Haney, which guess what? You guessed it. You already know. Left hook, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney gets up, took his 8 count and whatnot, but hey man, this man's looking bad out here, you know what I mean? The man Devin Haney was holding on, clinching for his dear life actually when he got clipped with that left hook. You know what I'm saying? And on the break, like I said, Ryan Garcia was hitting the man Devin Haney on the break. And and that's actually the round I believe that, yeah, round 8 was when he got deducted a point by the referee for hitting after the break. You know what I'm saying? Well, in the ninth round, Devin Haney was throwing punches. Ryan Garcia was he had a tight defense. You know, he did his little fake ass shoulder roll that he learned from that he learned from Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? And I believe it was in the 10th round or the ninth. I think the 10th round, Devin Haney gets clipped again. You know what I'm saying? Gets caught on the chin with another left hook, and he goes down, and he takes his 8 count. You know what I'm saying? So it was looking real bad for me. You know what I mean? In the 11th round, also Ryan Garcia was throwing punches in bunches. He lands same punch on the chin. The man, obviously, Devin Haney, man, he got a suspect chin from here on out. Now look, Linares clipped that man, and that told me a lot when Jorge Linares almost got him up out of there. You know what I mean? But in the 11th round, Ryan Garcia drops him yet again. You already know. I don't got to tell y'all what kind of punch it was. Because like the man Devin Haney said, he only got one punch, but he got clipped with all them punches. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had this fight, man, 7 rounds to 5 or or 8 rounds to 4. But the wide margin after a point in time, man, all these knockdowns, it was inevitable who's the winner of this fight. I didn't even need, excuse me, I didn't even need to continue scoring this fight. But you know, one judge had this fight 112-112. I don't know what the hell he was watching. I don't know if the man, Golden Boy, I'm sorry, Oscar De La Hoya ain't take care of that judge. But at the end of the day, no judges was really needed for this fight. Anybody could see that Ryan Garcia won this fight, man. So I gotta give it up to him, man. This was a shocker, man. This was a complete shock. I didn't see this coming. I never thought it was possible that the man Devin Haney, a guy who's had a long history with this guy since they were kids, fighting in the amateurs, in the pro ranks. The man Ryan Garcia ducked him for a world title shot twice. But here he is, 3 pounds heavier, yes, at the weigh-in. But I ain't taking nothing away from him, man. He did what he's supposed to do. Now, what I could say about Devin Haney, look, out of the guys they call the 3 kings or the 4 kings, I never considered them 4 kings because I can't compare Javante Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, all these guys who are at lightweight and 140 thereabouts. You can't compare them to no Marvin Hagler, Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, and Tommy Hearns. I don't give a damn what they do in their whole career. You can't compare those guys to the great fighters of the 80s. Arguably, and then definitely, in my opinion, the greatest boxing era of all time. The best competition ever was in the 80s. So you can't compare these guys, right? I've always been more high on the man Shakur Stevenson than Devin Haney, just off a skill set. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney has a good jab, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say he was a weight bully at 135, but obviously he was draining himself to make that weight. I thought at 140 pounds he'd be much more sturdier. And look, he got his a second world title in the second division weight class when he beat the man Regis Prograis, took the man to school. But Regis Prograis, if you do know anything about him, and I respect him a whole lot, he's accomplished a lot in boxing for a guy who started boxing as a grown man, basically. And I mean, he was in boxing since he was a kid, you know. Hence why you could see he had terrible footwork in that fight versus Devin Haney, and he just got taken to school, a master class. Well, Ryan Garcia does have experience since he was a kid, amateur background, pedigree. And tonight, I'm not sure if it's because of the fact that he's faced this guy numerous times in the amateurs and they have a history where he knew everything about him. You should say this. You could say the same thing, vice versa, for the man Devin Haney. But at the end of the day, Devin Haney, man, I'm not high on this guy, man. You know, I'm not saying that he's a bum or anything. And really and truly, I didn't make any videos saying this, but I had a feeling that Ryan Garcia does have a shot to win this fight. But off the sole fact that there's a rematch clause and there's a whole lot of money to be made, you know what I mean? And this game, especially because of all the antics, there was no, because to me all the antics and the build up that Ryan Garcia was all about, acting crazy and just being out there, local, crazy. And I mean, Doing too much. I can't even say everything he did because it was just so much. I had to stop paying attention because, but with all that he did, for him to come in and lose this fight, he'd be a court gesture in the whole damn laughing stock of the whole boxing world. But look how he flipped the script. He did all them antics and he came out with the dub. You know what I mean? This is only going to boost his popularity even higher. And Devin Haney, man, all he could do is get back in position with a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, man, this is crazy, man. I don't even know what to say. Let me read the chat. What's up, Boxing Learner? What's going on, my guy? Box Learners in the chat says, congratulations to Ryan Garcia. He took away the jab with the left hook. Absolutely, man. He beat him to the punch with the quicker hand speed and with the left hook. Probably, disguising it as times as a jab, but he was more on his power punching game, and that's why this is the hurt game. This ain't the amateurs. The jab is fundamental and rudimentary. You got to have a jab as a boxer, right? But it's to set up everything else. Yeah, I mean, the man and to set up everything else is to set up big power punches, power shots. The man Ryan Garcia capitalized, man. He wasn't out here trying to jab his way to a dub. Them fellas was trying to knock off this dude's head. And he almost did 3 times. Mike O's in the chat says, do you think Devin Haney was overrated or just a bad night? I think he was overconfident, no question about it. Overconfident for sure, especially with how he came into 140 with a very nice W getting the WBC strap. And look at Ryan Garcia till today. And I always say this, till today he's not even a world champion. He ain't a world champion still till today with this big dub he got tonight. You know what I'm saying? Had to pay the man Devin Haney 500 grand for every weight, every pound that he is overweight. You know what I mean? Do I think Devin Haney's overrated? That's a good question. Or it's a bad night. Man, them fellas gonna get clipped, man. Imagine if he was in there with Tank Davis, dogs. He would have get clipped, man. He would have got hurt. He probably won't get off the canvas. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson, Mike could probably outbox him in a 12-round match. You know what I mean? And that's more probably his forte, going rounds with the guy who probably can box and stuff. You know what I mean? But do I think he's overrated? I do slightly. I do feel that he's slightly overrated. Like I said before, when I made this video quite in the very beginning. I don't know if I overrated the man Devin Haney or I underestimated the man Ryan Garcia, and I more tend to lean towards the latter. I've always underestimated, and I've never rated Ryan Garcia until tonight. Till tonight, I give him 100% props. I don't give a damn if the man came in overweight, man. Devin Haney should have handled his business. Ain't no way this man should have got put on the canvas 3 times like that by the man Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Shit, even Luke Campbell, before he got caught with that body shot, he did better in the 5 rounds than the man Devin Haney did throughout the duration of this fight. So, I think you got to get a new trainer, man. Let the Pops be the manager, be the mouthpiece, be his little fake ass promoter and whatnot. But, man, I'm not sure if Bill Haney is that dude as far as giving his son great instructions to become who he's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Look, man, now the WBC belt probably is going to be vacant, or it'll probably be in play vacant status for a rematch. And I'd love to see a rematch. You know what I mean? I'd love to see a rematch. I'd love to see, just like Fendura and Kostya son, we needs a rematch. You know what I mean? We gotta see if that shit is a fluke, because those were 2 big massive upsets. Obviously, Kostya son was leaking like a faucet, a fight that should have got stopped because the man could have probably died all that blood loss. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I give props to the man Ryan Garcia, man. Devin Haney, man, you wet the bed and you're really disappointed, and I don't know what to say, Mo. You're not who I thought you were supposed to be. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up everybody in the chat. B Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. Let me know what you think about this shocking shock of the year, 2024 big upset. All right, B Marsh Boxing, I'm out of here. Gone.